Alrighty, here we are. Here on the bench today we have a PS5 issue with the power button ribbon. We'll go ahead and take a look and see what's going on and get that resolved. Let me just clean up here. I was working on something, another PS5 I was working on. Um, there was a roach infested one that we fixed. I did it here on the stream live. We found some shorted capacitors, and off stream it ended up working once I changed the power supply again, so that was a good fix. I was working on another no power issue earlier, and I'm still on that one, but here we go. We'll get started on this PS5 issue with the power button, and we'll go ahead and dive into it right away. I do need to get gloves. I ran out of gloves. I went through a 50 pack pretty quickly. I'm not sure. I use multiple gloves almost throughout every repair. Alrighty, let's see. Let's continue. So this is ready to come out. Whoa. Alrighty, so we're about to have our first look in here. 1 second. I'm over here thinking it's a slim model. Um, alright, so I see the power connector in. I do see the LED one is missing. So let's see this here. I see that this is also not properly put here, so I'm not sure what's going on. We'll go ahead and try to turn it on and see what's happening, because I see this is the power button here. The power button is where it needs to be. So it's not the power button that's not working. Power button is connected and plugged in. Yeah, so this is gonna be a strictly no power issue. This is no longer a ribbon cable problem. I see that one cable is here. Give me a second. I gotta call the customer to see. 1 second. I've been muted this whole time. I do apologize. I am sorry. I've been talking to myself. But yeah, we're the ribbon cable was a no-go. We're gonna go ahead and start removing everything to try to figure out what's going on. Uh, oh, the whole power sup. Okay, so something's something's not right here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what if I'm not. Let's see. Let's take it apart and see what's happening. But the whole console is completely loose, out of place. I know they didn't go this far, but it looks like the whole console did get taken apart. We'll go ahead. I'm not sure what we got going on. Only thing I know was that it was being cleaned. Something broke. I don't know. But as of now, I see a gap here on the power supply. I don't know if that's the issue, but we're gonna disassemble. We're gonna check. No, there's not gonna be any. There shouldn't be any issues with thermal paste. But if there is, we'll have to let the customer know about the thermal paste. We'll see. We'll have to see. But yeah, this is a full-blown no power job, which even a button issue should be a no power failure anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and just work on that. So this board is ready to come out. We do have to hold the bottom one in place because it does not have the screws on. And I'm just I'm missing one right here. Alrighty. So we gotta keep going because this doesn't look right here to me. We'll go ahead and remove it. Yeah, it was unplugged from here. This has nothing to do with the power. If it's shorted out, this can cause issues. It can cause issues. This right here. Um, this is for the USB front. Um, hopefully it's not bad because this one's expensive. Um, yeah. So let me see something else because I didn't feel like it was fully seated either, but now I feel like it is. So let's go ahead and plug it back in. Let's plug in the lights. Um, and let's apply some power. Um, let's put on the HDMI. Nothing. 1 second, I got a phone call. Thank you for calling Repair Labz. Okay, so like I said, we gotta treat this as a no power issue. Does not look like it's gonna be easy. Um, this looks like it might have been shorted out in there on the front. That's what it's looking like. So if there's a pin touching each other, let me also unplug this. Okay, let's go ahead and check the power supply. Again, I have very little information on this besides the fact that it was cleaned and then it was no longer working. I believe it's this way. So we got our 12. We got our 12 volts. So we got no 3.3. Yeah, no 3.3. Let me see. I'm trying to make it visible here for you. There. Okay. So look, this is 12 right there. And here we're supposed to have 3.3 and we don't have it. There's no 3.3. Okay. We gotta check all the fuses and figure this one out. So yeah, it's just full on diagnose of a no power failure. Um, I don't like the HDMI port is also very loose. Um, but that's again that's a separate issue. Um, so definitely something happened here. I'm not sure what yet. 1 second, I got a call coming in. Thank you for calling Repair Labz. I do apologize about that. Just bear with me another moment. Let's go ahead and see. I have some stuff happening. I thought this was gonna be a quick job, but it's not. I might have to pause this because I have to work on something else that's getting picked up. But let me see what we can take a look. I'm gonna at least check some fuses. Let's start with um, where are we? Where's the fuse for this? Yeah, this side is here. This is what we have. Where's the fuse? Right here. Let's check these fuses. So we'll go to dial mode. So that fuse is good. Let's check it to ground. Is good. So that one's good. And just to roll this out, let's use another one just in case. I have plenty of them around. No, but we don't have no 3.3, so no matter what, no cable you put on there is gonna turn it on. It's just not happening. Let's apply some power, and we need 3.3 there. If there's no 3.3, it don't matter. It don't matter at all. So that's where we at right now. At least we know our 3.3 is missing, and that's what we need to figure out and restore. Okay, so that's there. Yeah, so nothing. Oh no, but let's check to ground, right? What's the problem? Is 3.3 being produced and being shorted to ground, or is 3.3 not being created? That's that's the question that we need to ask. Multimeter is being okay there. Okay, so basically from here, so you can't really see what I'm doing because it's just, but I'm just measuring from ground over to this um right here. Where is it? So right here, that's the power. That's where the power switch goes. Right there. That's where the power ribbon switch goes. Right here to here, and there's 3.3 volts on here. And then when this 3.3 gets grounded, the console turns on. So I'm getting 1.5. Let me grab a good one and see what it's supposed to be at. 1 second. Where we at? Oh, we're on the cable. On the cable right here. All right. So 2.4. So yeah, there's an issue here somewhere on this rail. Yeah, look. Point 0.8. 0.08. Let me see if I could put this in view. Uh, where is the front? Okay, maybe there. Okay, there. There you can see. So here, and then he, uh, oh, this is kilograms. Okay, let's do this again. I had it in ohms. Sorry. Point 0.8 voltage drop. 2.4. And these are both EDM. Oh, this is a EDM 20. So we can't go by that. There's a EDM 20, but it needs to be at least close. It needs to be close to the same voltage. It needs to be close to the same voltage drop. 1 second. I don't think I have any EDM 20 boards here. 1 second. Yeah, this one's definitely a little interesting. We can swap out the power supply real quick, just to be sure that that's not the issue. I have a brand new one right here, brand new. So let's go ahead and swap it out and see what happens. I don't think there's an issue with the power supply, but hey, it's a quick check that we can do just to have some sanity, just to know, okay, yeah, it's definitely not the power supply. Um, this is a brand new one, so we know that it works. Um, let's see. Okay, so simple. We're gonna check the voltage again. multimeter where you can see maybe on this side right here. I'm gonna get an on-screen one soon. Have to order it. Um, so no 3.3. So no 3.3. Over 12 volt. Yeah, we don't have any any other standby rails. None. So what was it that happened? That's what I want to know. What happened? Is it one of the pins in here that I bet? Maybe. Okay. So let's try to look at the pins inside of here. No, they can't get bent. Let me see. This one's interesting. Very interesting. I want to know what happened to this console. What is this? This is broken. The board is cracked. So let's see what happened on the other side of this. This, look, is cracked right here. This is all cracked here. Look, that's the issue. Right there. I could see the bulge going up. So something obviously hit this console from the other side. Is there a screw that goes there? We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, this is looking like a no fix. Um, so yeah, just being honest, but it's looking like a no fix. There's an indent right there. The board is cracked. Yep. What's missing? Nope, nothing's missing. Right there. So yeah, there you have it. Um, the chip has a hole in it, as you can see right there. I'll show you with the microscope. And yeah, this is not looking like it's gonna be repairable. Just being honest. Um, the board is has a hole in it, and it got cracked. So there's a no fix. Sucks. So that's what happened right there. See the damage? Board is cracked. Traces are gone. Chip is gone. So there we have it. Is a no fix. I'm gonna end the stream for now. We got some other stuff that we need to work on, so just bear with me a moment. I will be back.